you take a partner who's being betrayed, but she doesn't know it or he doesn't know it, and they've got this assumptive reality about their lives. And our assumptive reality is largely built around the most important relationships in our lives. So she's got this assumptive reality that she knows, but there's also this hidden reality that she doesn't know. He knows it. And because he's able to compartmentalize so extremely well, he knows this hidden reality. She doesn't. She's operating on an assumptive reality that is incomplete, which means it's false, until worlds collide. Discovery happens in some way. Somehow she figures out. Now, in this moment, the human brain is wired so that even the perceived threat to a primary attachment relationship is experienced as a survival issue. She goes into fight or flight, frontal lobe, largely offline, limbic driven, fight or flight. This is all about survival now. And when your frontal cortical activity goes down and you're limbic driven and you're in survival mode, you're in fight or flight, you don't care about nuance. Again, that's a frontal lobe, that's a cortical thing. Nuance, complexity, shades of gray, reflection. Let's pause and think about this. No, because everything is either good, bad, right, wrong, true, false, safe, dangerous, black, white. That's it. And so in this moment, what does her brain say about that black line? No. Not safe, not good, not right. This can't continue. Absolutely not. Something's got to change. Not doing that. You can't do that. That has to stop. Bad, bad, bad. Right? And if the gray line, if that assumptive reality allowed the black line to exist, what do I think about that? Not good, not safe, not true, not okay. So what's left? Nothing. And that is a massive problem for the brain, whose job it is, number one, to keep you safe and alive. Because what is the best way to anticipate a future threat? By knowing the past. I can best anticipate what's coming by knowing what's been. And what just happened, if this is me, what's just happened is my entire sense of what has been, my whole storyline has just crumbled. Nothing. There's all this stuff I didn't know about. What I did think I knew, now I'm in a brain state that says none of that's true. I don't know reality. How can I be safe? How can I keep myself safe? How can I know how to make sure this doesn't happen again? How I'm not going to put myself back in harm's way? How do I know? And this is why betrayed partners begin to circle. Wait, but you were where? But I thought you said you were here. But what about this? But now how does this fit with that? And then they go over it again. Hold on, just a minute. You were where? Say that where? Because why? This is not obsession. This is not rumination. This is not lack of forgiveness. This is a primal safety-seeking response of the human brain that is trying to orient itself to its own reality to understand how to stay safe. That's what's happened with betrayal that's suddenly discovered. That's the experience of the betrayed partner. And it's complex trauma because it's not just this one thing. It was what I now know you did on our honeymoon. What I now know you were doing at the birth of our first child. How I now understand you not wanting to have sex with me for months at a time. What I now know about what was really happening when I thought you were at work. All the question marks that I now have about what I don't know that I don't know. It's complex trauma. And so there's trigger after potential trigger after potential trigger. Layer upon layer upon layer.